You know what my favorite April Fools is? The ones that come just before and just after April Fool's Day. You don't expect them. Welcome to a very special April Fools. The day after. Because I am pleased to announce a game that happens to be only on browser. So this has been a long time since I recorded a browser game. Mouse should work now, I think. It's hard to tell because it's full screen. So I'm just going to assume you could see the mouse and maybe also the itch.io is full screen up there. Yes, it's on itch.io. It's Bugsnax 2. Your fatal mistake was stooping down to pick up a coupon. Buy 3 burgers, get one 25% off. Not exactly worth dying for. It was flutteringly enticingly on the cold pavement of the parking lot. Suddenly the horns and headlights of an oncoming fast food supply truck. You have milliseconds to respond. Eat the coupon. But feral certainly you stuff the coupon into your mouth. After all, you're going to die before you can redeem it, so you might as well get a free meal out of it. Who knows, perhaps the savings will become a part of you. You can feel the warmth of the headlights as the brightness envelops you. But wait, screeching tires! The truck swerves at the last second. You're not struck by a truck tonight. Ah, but I wanted an isekai. Maybe I could end up in Pokemon Mystery Dungeon World. Those guys seem cool. Before you can celebrate, the truck skids on the dark asphalt and you hear a wrenching sound. A pallet of burger buns comes loose from the back of the truck. It sails toward you, a meteor of starch and sesame seeds. You are crushed instantly. Yay! Oh, please don't send me to Ronald McDonald Land. Darkness, and then light! Return to consciousness feeling nauseous and muffled, like your head is stuffed with Packy peanuts. A static pulse runs through your body like a booming bass playing in the distance, but you aren't in any pain. You open your eyes and they feel looser than usual. It's daytime now and the sky is bright blue, framed by the softly rustling trees. A pool of crystal clear water stands ahead of you. You stumble forward on your 6 legs and look into the pool. Well, Umbreon's out of the question then, and so is Ninetales. Please, no. Oh no. Oh no, I just saw words. In your reflection, you see a cheeseburger with curly fry legs, 2 magnificent tusks, and a pair of googly eyes. Bunger? You cry in shock. Bunger! Bunger, bunger, bunger! That seems all you can say. You quickly come to the conclusion that you have been reborn into the world of Bugsnax, but as a Bunger. As the initial shock wears off, you decide that as reincarnations go, this is fine. Yeah, it's okay. I mean Bunger. And start your new life as a Bunger. Garden Grove sauce. No, wait. Biome Garden Grove sauce none. Status fine. In a beautiful grove of verdant trees and bushes. Nearby is a lake where you had your awakening. Nestled between some bushes is a strange plant. A river flows past the lake. You could follow the river downstream or you could explore upstream. So, it's a text adventure game. Made by the Bugsnax folks, young horses. I willed them into existence. I willed this into existence during Horsey Game. I said they should make a Bugsnax 2. Here it is. You are the Bugsnax. And also, I don't know how long it is, so I'm giving it about 30 minutes. If I'm still alive as a Bunger after 30 minutes, I guess that's one of my quantum forms now. I'm also Bunger. We'll see. Let's see the plant. You see a plant that looks like natural ketchup bottles growing out of it. The smell of it is intoxicating. Seriously, you never smelled something so good in either of your lives. Bunger? Bunger? Or Bunger, Bunger, Bunger? Bunger, Bunger, Bunger! You charge at the plant with reckless abandon smashing against the fruit. Sauce splatters all over you, drenching you head to toe with tomato-like musk. As a human, this would have disgusted you, but as a Bunger, it's pure bliss. Bunger! You walk away from the plant feeling triumphant. Alright, let's go upstream. Sauce, ketchup. I am ketchup. River winds between the trunks of massive trees. The source is a small waterfall tumbling down a craggy bluff. Nearby, you see another Bunger, bounding around carefree. There's no way up the bluffs, but you can go downstream. You also see a small cave. Do I get the spider bite? I hope I don't get the spider bite. You're in a wide but shallow cave. More like an overhang carved out from under the cliffs. Water drips down from the ceiling into tiny pools. Dimly lit in the far wall, you see painted murals of Bugsnax. Center of the cave, a lanky fellow Grumpus with glasses tinkers with a bundle of sticks. Oh, hey, that's, Whizzlebean. What's his first name? I forget. Snorpy. I think this is Snorpy. Bunger? Yellow Grumpus is wearing an apron filled with tools. He mutters to himself, "Should I adjust the tensile strength?" I don't remember their voices at all, except for Chadlow. I never forget Chadlow's voice. No, anymore, and it'll snap itself in half. Think, Snorpington, think. That's Snorpy. He's too absorbed into his work to notice you. Bunger? You slowly approach, stepping quietly as you can around the bundle of sticks. You're one Bunger length away from him now. He sniffs a few times. What's that smell? Is that ketchup? Who brought ketchup in this cave? Well, I'm not about to look up to find out. Oh, good. Bunger! Bunger, you shout. Your word echoing off the cave walls. Yes, yes, Bunger! He says offhandedly. He pauses. Bunger? He finally looks up, eyes wide. No, no, you can't be here, you delicious interloper. You'll muck up my test. Shoo, shoo! Startled by the shouting, a group of frighters scampers down the wall. Spider bite. Don't get the frider bite. Big Bunger wants you to get the frider bite. As the frighters race past you, they catch a whiff of your powerful ketchup aroma. Just like that, they forget their panic. A craving for sauce compels them to rush towards you instead. All at once, they step on a bundle of sticks. Sticks shoot up and snap closed around them. It was a trap! Oh, it's a good thing I didn't Bunger. Huzzah, it worked! The young old Grumpus cheers. So ketchup was a missing ingredient, Bunger, you agree. Happy to have contributed if accidentally. He considers you for a moment. Thanks to you, I can return to my sibling and rub my victory in her face. I'm so happy I could kiss you. He pauses just slightly for just slightly too long. But that wouldn't be sanitary, and he clears his throat. The point being, perhaps I was too quick to shoo you away. In fact, just say to helping me with a few more tests of my latest invention. It's great that I found Snorpy first. It would have been better if I found Chadlow. But Snorpy, I like Snorpy. Snorpy's fine. You say the only thing you can. Bunger! Becoming best friends with the Grumpus would be unthinkable to most Bugsnax, but then again, you aren't most Bugsnax. Working together with the yellow Grumpus, you go on to develop an arsenal of traps and tools to be used against your fellow Bugsnax. Unbeknownst to you, he harbors the belief you're secretly a remote-piloted spy drone, explaining your unbungerly behavior. But despite the strange circumstances, you both ultimately embraced a warm glow of companionship. I befriended Snorpy as a Bunger! I'm good at this. I'm good at bungering. Wow, only 8 minutes too. The end. There's several endings. Kinda bug, kinda get yourself eaten. Oh no. Undergo a terrible transformation. Peacefully retire on the ranch. Defeat a Mama Miwan. Light 5 things on fire. And become one with the cosmic truth. Okay, so I'm guessing this is the con artist. I forget her name at the moment. The hippie. This one is probably the Mama Miwan is probably going to be Chadlow. That will be my ultimate goal if I can. 30 minutes Chadlow. I don't know about this one. This one probably is incredibly easy to get. I'm surprised I got Snorpy first. Play again. Let's go upstream and tackle Snorpy. Bunger! You charge with reckless abandon towards the yellow Grumpus. Oh dear, I almost set puree as the default mode. Can't have that now, can we? Even your pounding footsteps don't break his concentration. Before your tusks can reach the yellow Grumpus, you feel something shift under your foot. You unwillingly stepped into a bundle of sticks. They shoot up and stop close behind you. You're trapped! Well, that was unexpected. The yellow Grumpus approaches you, rubbing his chin with curiosity. But even if I caught the wrong Bugsnax, it looks like my snack trap is a complete success. You're a genius, Snorpyton. Bunger! You cry out in frustration as you rattle the bars of the trap. Aha, no use struggling, Bunger. Your brawn is no match for my engineering. Now let's get you back to Snacksburg to gloats. There's a sheet over your cage and you feel yourself being hauled away. I think I'm going to get the eaten. You feel a lot of jostling as you move somewhere far away. You feel yourself being placed into a cage and hear the door lock. After a long period of stillness in the dark, you start to hear muffled voices outside. Suddenly a curtain is pulled away from your cage. You're caged and being displayed on some kind of booth. A crowd of grumpuses is gathered around, staring at you with curiosity and probably hunger. Oh no. A small red grumpus in a tie taps your cage and addresses the crowd. Okay, this is Danny DeVito. I remember him. Feast your eyes on this delicious Bunger. I know you grumps are just dying to get your paws on this, so I'll start the bidding at 5. 5? Do I hear 5? 5? 5? What? None of us have any money. Okay, that's Befrica. Alright then, 4. Where'd you get this Bunger anyhow? I know you didn't catch it yourself. Okay, that's the farmer. I forget his name. Oh, this picture's down here too. It fell off the back of a Bunger truck. What do you care? No, this I am to admit it. I agree with Gramble. An auction is senseless in a society with no currency. Okay, that is Snorpy's sister. It's been, what, 3-4 years since I played Bugsnax? I can't remember all the names except the important ones. Like Befrica. Okay, so none of you want to bid. I still gotta distribute my goods somehow. Can't we just give them to whoever needs them the most? Charity? Red Grumpus spits on the ground, stomps on the spit. I'd rather let the Bunger decide. Actually, that's a swell idea. Fascinating proposal. I'm quite curious what the Bunger would choose. Works for me. Red Grumpus slaps himself in the face of frustration. I don't even bother with these jokers, he grumbles to himself. Fine, by popular demand, the Bunger's gonna auction it off itself. This Bunger's got a giant pickle. It's the size of mine, but way smaller. You're on the town square of a quaint Grumpus village. All around you are wooden huts with leaky roofs. A crowd of Grumpuses watches to see what you'll do. Tall blue Grumpus in a strong hat, farmer. Purple Grumpus in a bow tie takes clips on notes on a clipboard. Okay, that's sister. Small pink Grumpus in a knit sweater nervously beckons for you. That's Befrica, right? Befrica's pink, I think. Either that or that's the singer. Behind you is a red Grumpus in a tie who's running the auction. Okay, I'm most definitely going to get eaten if I go with him. If I go with Danny DeVito, I'm definitely going to get eaten. Consider your options carefully. Which includes causing a scene and then running away. I'm going for it. Who said you were anyone's Bunger? You kick your legs into the wooden cart behind you, kicking out one of its wheels and sending the whole thing tumbling to the ground along with the mugs and tank of water. My stuff! Shouts the red Grumpus as he scrambles to right the cart. The others move to help him and you take the opportunity to shoot past him. The Bunger's getting away! The small pink one tries to intercept you, but you juke him. Juke him? Oh, that's, yeah, that's the rancher. I forget his name. Yeah, he was an important... He likes to sleepwalk. The Bunger's getting away! He sounds kind of like that. He was kind of southern, too. He reels back, coughing, and loses sight of you. Take the opportunity to duck in a nearby hut. You're inside a fairly large hut. The walls are covered in cozy decorations and pictures of a happy Grumpus couple. On a nearby table is a dusty projector. In the next room over, an ovular white Grumpus is laying in bed. That's Eggabell, clearly. The only way out is the way you came. Well, there's Grumpuses out there. You walk into the room and observe the sleeping Grumpus. She's egg-shaped and egg-colored. Also, she isn't sleeping, she's laying in the bed with her eyes open. She hears the creak of your footsteps but doesn't get up. 5 more minutes, she groans as she turns to face the wall. Scratch that, maybe 5 more hours. She's suspiciously determined to ignore you. Bunger. Wander around the room, nudging things with curiosity. You notice a cabinet full of gauze, medicine, and other first aid equipment. You look closely at the egg Grumpus and see deep, tired lines in her face. You stare at all of the pictures of her on the wall of happier times, contrasted against her present state of abject misery. You had plenty of days like this. Bunger! Bunger, you say, without regard to indoor volume. Oh good, here comes the part where I start hallucinating. I guess I got Bunger on the brain. Bunger, you agree, but because who doesn't? Oh, why did my brain have to make this hallucination so loud? Bunger, 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 Bunger! Wait. She sits on the bed groggily and stares down at you. Hey, Grumpus screams and kicks her sheets away, trying to flatten herself against the wall. What's a Bunger doing in here? Bunger, bung! Bung, bung, bung! You try to explain the circumstances, but she just stares blankly at you. Clearly a doctor would know what an isekai when she sees one, right? Did Liv leave you here as some kind of surprise for me? That'd be just like her. She smiles slightly. Bunger. You bunger a soft no. She seemed to like that idea, but you hate the lie. Oh, yeah, no. Releasing a Bunger in our house would be crazy even for her. But still, you're here, so what do I do with you? Bunger, Bunger, you suggest. I guess now that I'm up, I might as well work out a little. What if I take you with me? I bet I'll be starving when I'm done. Bunger! You agree? No, don't agree to that. She isn't starving. Two of you spend the day together as you spot her during her weightlifting. It turns out that she never did feel hungry enough to eat you, so instead you keep hanging out. I just befriended another Grumpus. Becoming best friends with a Grumpus would be unthinkable. Yeah. Yeah, it would. The egg-shaped Grumpus accidentally won the auction, but they accept it. They let you wander the village freely. Over time, you become like an emotional support Bugsnax, sticking with her during times both adventurous and disastrous, but I don't get the little vest, and I'm clearly not trained. Because I keep on trying to tackle... I keep on befriending Grumpuses! I got 15 minutes to defeat a Momo Melon somehow. Okay, let's go downstream. Flows off the edge of a huge cliff. Here you get a gorgeous vista of Snacktooth Island with beaches, deserts, snowy mountains, and a small village. A bush rustles nearby. You can see a fuzzy blue Grumpus doing a bad job of trying to hide in the foliage. That's got to be Filbo. Not fond of the idea of leaping off this cliff, so the only backup is upstream. The Grumpus has light blue fur and a bulbous red nose. He's watching you intently, unaware that half of his body is completely unconcealed. You can practically smell the self-conscious anxiety. That's Filbo. That wafts off him. Name, Filbo. Sex, none. Friends, none. I forget what Befriending said about him. Bunger, Bunger, Bunger! You charge at the blue Grumpus with manic glee. The tusks catch him in the knees, and you rear upwards, launching him high into the air. Yay! I tackled Filbo! Wah! He shouts as he goes sailing over the edge of the cliff. Oh, he's dead. I killed Filbo. His cries echo from below as he tumbles down the rocky slope. Somehow you know that Grumpuses are really tough and he'll shake this off, physically anyway. You hear the click of a camera shutter. Oh, this is Befriending. Oh my god, it's so going in my Squeeb compilation. A short fuchsia-colored Grumpus with a ponytail pops out of a much better hiding spot. She fiddles with a camera-like device, laughing to herself. Why are so many of my pictures of Filbo? Gag! She isn't paying much attention to you. Bunger? You approach her with a questioning stare trying to catch her attention. She looks down at you slightly surprised. Wow, Floofty was right. You guys have, like, no self-preservation instincts. Oh well, more for Befriending. She swings a net with you. You're captured. Oh, aren't you supposed to stun me first? That's how bungers work. You know, I could share you with the others. She thinks for a second. Well, JK, I wouldn't do that. Lunchtime. Oh, I got eaten by Befriending. Of course. All things considered, it's not a bad end for a Bunger. You're distinctly aware that it's your purpose to be eaten. Now your snack matter will suffuse Grumpus kind, slowly but surely bring about the next generation of Bugsnax. Well, I managed to reproduce a Befriending. Another mission accomplished! Okay, I'm gonna bunger her so hard she can't see straight. First I'm gonna bunger Philbo again. Then I'm gonna bunger her. You run into Fuchsia's Grumpus at full speed. Bunger, bunger, bunger! She knows who's last second. Whoa! Hey, no, no, no! You send the Grumpus flying into the branches of a nearby tree, where she lands with a reverberating thud. Yes! Score 1 for Bunger. Armored Bunger. She clutches onto a branch and shouts down at you. What the grump, you crazy Bunger? That's only funny when it happens to Philbo, not me! I'm so out of here. She awkwardly jumps to a nearby plateau and scrambles away. Victory for me! Can I go back downstream? No, nothing's here. I guess go downstream, upstream? Let's talk to the other Bunger. You see another Bunger, happily bungering about. That's the best verb in the English language. Right there. I love bungering. I'm gonna bunger with this Bunger. It looks identical to you in every way. You feel compelled to make contact in some way. Bunger? You scoot forward and nudge the other Bunger with your tusks. It stops to turn with you, eyes jiggling lazily. Bunger, it says curtly. As if to imply, yes, indeed, we are both Bungers. Can I help you in some way? Bunger! Bunger, you say. Bunger, it replies. Bunger, Bunger, you continue. Two of you go back and forth for hours, bungering happily. I told you I was going to bunger with them. In a vicious cycle. As the sun starts to dip below the horizon, the other Bunger looks to the sky and suddenly cuts you off. Bunger, Bunger. Bung, Bunger. You catch from the context this thing, thank you for the lovely chat, fellow Bunger. But I need to get going to Flavor Falls. Are you headed that way as well? If so, I could give you a lift. Bunger! You Bunger in agreement. Bung! It says happily. Bung, bung, Bunger. As the other Bunger circles around and starts winding up for a tackle, you realize it's going to give you a lift in a literal sense. Bunger! You scream as you are over the waterfall. You come crashing down into a patch of grass. Oh, maybe Chadlow's over here. You're in a small valley of water-worn stones and lush grass. Flavor Falls. A massive waterfall plunges down from the mountainside ahead. You notice a strawberry scuttles around in the bushes. Close to the river, another strange plant grows. Try to get your bearing. There's a tunnel around behind the waterfall. Of course there should be, yes. 9 out of 10 game already. Oh, no, 11 out of 10 because I'm giving a couple points for Bunger. River turns sharply and continues down the valley. It's a strange plant. Bottles of ranch dressing for fruit. Smell wafting off it is intense, but not bad. You get a feeling that there's other sauces you prefer, but ranch is acceptable. You consider really what. You know what? It turned out just fine with Snorpy Bunger. I got ranch sauce now. Return to the falls with the added funk. Tunnel behind the waterfall. So pass under the waterfall, torrent of water. Oh no, the sauce! Shake it off and continue down the tunnel. I shouldn't have walked behind the waterfall. You stand on a small plateau overlooking other areas of the falls. Ahead of you is a mysterious path with a small grab. Above you, a green lullaby is flapping around. The only way to go from here is the small gap. You see a pathway on the other side of the valley. You get a sense there's adventure over there, until some enterprising Grumpus builds a little bridge across. You're not getting over there unless you can fly. Oh hey, Lolive! You see a Lolive flying up above. Its pimento tongue hanging out in a slightly gross way. It's high enough there that there's no talking or tackling to be done with it. And if you wonder if it might get closer, if it smells some tasty sauce. How do I ranch myself and also get here? Okay, let me ranch myself again. There must be a way around. Strawby? Get closer to the Strawby, and in a second it notices you, freezes for a second before darting into the leaves. Strawby! It shouts as it flees. Bunger? Get closer, try to nudge the bush, but Strawby doesn't come out. Try backing away and waiting. Strawby emerges for a while, but then hides again. Paranoid little snacks, aren't they? Let's try the Strawby again, and then we're gonna Bunger it. You form up your tackling stance and launch yourself at the bush. As you ram with your tusk, the Snorpy flies out with incredible speed. Snorpy! It cries as it sails over the trees and disappears. Bunger! You bunger with pride. You sure showed that Snorpy who the real mascot of Bugsnax is. Damn right! You damn right! I'm the king of this valley! Let the bush sit still and Snorpy-less. Okay, down the valley. We're gonna have to find a way around this waterfall. Follow a river to a small meadow of yellow flowers. On the other end of the meadow, two grumpuses engage in lively conversation as they study a collapsed tunnel. A pile of stones prevents you from following the river any further. Okay, this might be bad, but let's check out the tunnel. You can't see any way through it. Even for a bunger, squeezing between the rocks seems impossible. Can't get the feeling at the right time, there may be a way past. Well, maybe the grumpuses. I mean, I can make two friends here. As you get closer to make out more details of the two grumpuses. The one on the right is forest green and smells like dirt. Okay, that's the archaeologist. Please don't make me... Oh, no, she's talking. Oh. She's got like a Minnesota mom accent, and I can't do that ever. She's gonna be Canadian. She's gonna be one of either Doug or... Bob or Doug. She wears a vest and is holding a femur bone. The one on the left is gray and grizzled, bearing a chipped tooth. There's a pink scarf and a fedora. Okay, that is Elizabeth. So there's no way through? I squeeze past tighter spots. I bet I can... The gray grumpus sticks her paw into the gap in the stones. Twofer, eh? I wouldn't do that, Elizabeth. It's not just the entrance that's collapsed. It's probably the whole dang tunnel system. I can't even do Canadian. And you want me to do Minnesota Mom? I can't do it. There's something amazing in there, Triff. I can feel it. Okay, that's Triffany. Yeah, she's Rancher's wife. Not Rancher, the farmer. And they have a bad marriage. They're too absorbed in the conversation to notice you, Bunger. Wait nearby and just listen to it. I'm talking. Oh, please no. Okay, I'm just gonna read hers in a normal voice. I can't do a Minnesota Mom. I can't even do Minnesota. I can't even do Canadian. I agree this tunnel is probably important. The thing is, the structural damage looks... I'm betting it collapsed on purpose. Are you trying to protect something? Keep everybody out? Her eyes glitter with the possibilities. Or they're trying to keep something in. I'm not sure I want to find out what that would be. Don't you know? That's like all I could do in Minnesota. Don't you know? The green grumpus taps a femur on her chin nervously. That's why finding out is my job. Yeah, you're the archaeologist here. You are the combat archaeologist. You're the boring archaeologist. The gray one grins. I hate to interrupt him, but you are a bunger and you've been sitting still for too long. Bunger! You go bungering towards the two of them with delight, your legs churning up the flowers beneath you. As you're about to strike, the gray grumpet somersaults over you. Oh, she's a combat archaeologist indeed. She grabs both of your tusks in either paw, and as she flips, she wrenches you upwards, halting your momentum. Your legs flail uselessly as you find yourself lifted over your head. Ah, man. Wow, that's some move, Elizabeth, don't you know? Sweet ass. The gray one laughs before wincing. I haven't done this in a while, though. I think I did something dodgy in my back. Don't tell Eggabell. Continuing to flail. Your flailing mostly succeeds in spreading more of your ranch smell everywhere. But this turns out to be the correct move. Oh! Ranch saves the day! I don't get eaten. No! The gray grumpus recoils, her nose wrinkling. What's that smell? Ranch? That's bloody awful. Hey now, I think ranch is pretty good. Don't you know? But the gray grumpus hurls you away in disgust. Good. Good. Unfortunately, I can't ranch myself anymore here. I do want to ranch myself again. But we can go back down the valley to the grumpuses, and I can't do anything there. Small gap, I can't fly. I guess I have to unranch myself to move forward? I think I've been unranched. 2 Grumpuses. As you get closer, the Great Grumpus immediately notices you as if she's keeping an eye on you. Hang on, Shrift, the Bunger's back. Charges at you before you can say Bunger, she sees you by the tusk and lifts you overhead. You flail and flail, but it doesn't change much. The Great Grumpus has a grip like iron. Sorry to cut the expedition short, Shrift, but I better get this back to Snapberg. We'll pick this up tomorrow, yeah? No, yeah, I'm sure 4th time's a charm, don't you know? Shoves you in her pack. I'm in the cage with Danny DeVito again. Let's go with the farmer. Walk towards the very tall, very blue Grumpus with the hat. This might be the last one. Yeah, it's over 30 minutes. This is the last ending I'm going to try for. Eaten or not eaten. Hopefully not eaten, so I could retain my Bunger status. Very blue Grumpus with the hat. You can tell he's a farmer by the way he wears gingham, holds a piece of straw in his mouth, and is standing next to a farm. Howdy, he says, tipping his hat. No, the pink Grumpus replies. Don't go near Wambus, he's gonna eat you. That's right, I'm fixing to eat you. What do you have to say to that? Bunger, Bunger, Bunger! He decides to speak with actions rather than words by tackling the blue Grumpus's kneecaps at full speed. Ouch! He cries as he falls backwards, losing his hat in the progress. Darn, Bunger! That's how it's gonna be that I lost my appetite. How about I bury you in my garden instead? Good, your garden sucks and is stupid and doesn't grow Bugsnax. A sudden wind picks up, carrying away his straw hat. My hat! He shouts before scrambling to his feet and chasing it to the entrance. Ha! Serves you right, you mean old coot! The pink Grumpus laughs. Consider your other options. Okay, I tackled Filbo. I tackled Beffica. I attempted to tackle Elizabeth, but didn't work. I should have went for the Minnesota mom. I'm going for... I'm going for... You know, let me look this up for a second. I'm going to look up the Bugsnax cast real quick. Oh, right. I'm on my... You know what? I got a phone. Give me a sec. Let me go get my phone. Yeah, Bungers have cell phones. Okay, I'm back. This is Wambus. The pink one is Wambus. You approach the diminutive pink Grumpus. His eyes well up with tears for every step you take in his direction. Oh, I knew it! I knew he'd choose me! Don't celebrate prematurely, Gramble. Purple one scoffs. Your confirmation bias may confuse curiosity for affection. You don't know what you're talking about, Floofty. Pink Grumpus hesitates. He turns towards you. Just in case, go ahead and prove him wrong. Come over to Papa. You know what? I could end up in the ranch, and I could add Bunger to my quantum state. Yes. You get closer to the pink Grumpus. You nudge your tusk against the sweater and feel the rough fabric. Did he knit this himself? You also sense a musky odor permeating from the Grumpus's short fur. It smells like sauce? Not just ketchup or ranch. It's like he dipped himself in a king's cup of every sauce there is. It's equal parts pleasant and revolting, and you're not really sure what to make of it. Yes! See, he's crazy about me! Oh, come here, boy. He scoops you up in a big hug. Pink Grumpus squeezes you defensively. He's surprisingly strong for a little guy. Does that mean the Bunger comes to me, right? You got it, pal. You and me will have to work out the payment later. The other Grumpuses wander off, grumbling in annoyance. The pink one stares at you with eyes so full of love they're ready to burst. I'm gonna name you Benjamin. Come on, Benjamin. Let's see your new home. He leads you to the other side of the village, to his ranch. I got adopted! Ranch turns out to be a pretty nice place, if not a little ramshackle. Bugsnax of all types wander around in relative contentment, free from the territorial conflicts that nature forced upon them. You settle into an easygoing life. Really, the only trouble you have now is the pink Grumpus occasionally trying to make you do tricks or forcing you to wear little hats. Though eventually you grow to love the little hats. I did it! I didn't defeat the Mama Melon. Who knows where, who knows where Chadlow is? He's probably on the other end of the waterfall, but I can't figure out how to get there. You know what? We're going to make one more try at that waterfall. What was that? Downstream? No, upstream. Upstream. Small cave. No, towards the river. Bunger. Bunger! And then get bungered. I get bungered. Flavor Falls. Down to the valley. No, I have to ranch myself just in case. Ranch myself first. Then Bunger! Bunger, you interject. Oh, a Bunger! Don't you know? The green one claps and I love these little guys! That's strange. The gray one peers at you. Bungers don't usually appear in Flavor Falls. Something might be wrong with this one. Oh, don't be silly. I bet this Bunger's just itching to talk to us about local history. Isn't that right, Bunger? Bunger! I like archaeology, but yours is boring. That's what I said in Bunger. You agree. You like the way this green lady talks. It sounds like a Midwestern mom that I can't imitate. Oh, I'm glad to hear it. She claps her paws together. You see, the ancient stone grumpuses, they had a bit of digging elaborate tunnels like this one all over the island. My grandma had a theory that they're all connecting somewhere. I'm doing Southern Belle now. My money's on a ritual chamber having to do with Bugsnax. We won't know for sure until we find a way in. Triffany, that's tremendous stuff, but this Bunger can't understand you. I know, but I like the sound of my own voice. If you're done, I really ought to grab him before it gets away. Oh, come on, the little guy's a good listener. Cut him some slack. All right. Grey Grumpus narrows her eyes. But if I see it again, I'm catching that Bunger. Oh yeah, and then who haven't I bungered in town? I haven't bungered Danny DeVito yet. What's his name? Cromdo. Okay, fine. I guess. Okay, I couldn't get anywhere there. I was a good listener, though. Man, I wish I knew how to keep this wrench. Maybe the Strabby. Bunger, you say his way of greeting. Strabby. Says the Strabby from inside the book. Bunger, Bunger. Strabby, Strabby, BB. Unfortunately, it can't speak Strabby. I'm pretty sure it can't speak Bunger either. You're just making noises at each other. Like most of wildlife. I wish I knew how to take down this barrier. I wish I could just tackle it. Okay, I'm just gonna get captured by her again. Maybe harassing Cromdo is how I get to you know, the guy, Chadlow. Giga Chadlow. So, oh right, the experimenter. Yeah. What's her name? My phone closed. Hold on a sec. And IMDb is showing me a black screen for some reason. I was using IMDb for this. Okay, there we go. Okay, we saw Snorpy. We didn't see Shelda anywhere yet. That's the hippie. This is Floofty. Floofty is the purple Grumpus, and then there's Cromdo. We're gonna go to Cromdo. Don't look at me, pal. You're supposed to be making a sale here. Go pick somebody else. Bunger, Bunger, Bunger! Without warning, you sprint towards the red Grumpus. Whoa, 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 whoa! No, bad Bunger! You slam into him with both horns, sending him flying out of his box and tumbling backwards to the open door of the hut. You hear a crash from within. The gathered Grumpus clap and cheer. I like it when bad stuff happens to Cromdo! Eventually, the red Grumpus crawls back outside and climbs onto his box again, tie his skew. You see, folks, he puts on a big smile, this is a healthy and active specimen we got here. Who would want to take a bite of it? Damn it. Okay, we're gonna tackle her. You approach the purple Grumpus. Take notice of their wild, frizzy hair and goggles. You watch her dispassionately, writing down everything you do on the clipboard. Interesting. I honestly didn't expect you to be in the running. No, that way, the pink Rumpus shouts, trying to get between you and the purple one. If you go with Floofty, I get a feeling something real bad's gonna happen. Nonsense, I have no ill intentions with this Bunger. You stop and ponder for a second. Although I certainly have a few interesting experiments I've been meaning to run. Bunger, Bunger, Bunger. You crouch down, tense your fry legs, and then barrel forward in implacable enthusiasm. Purple Grumpus tries weakly to defend themselves, hiding behind their clipboard like a shield. That won't stop you. Ah! The scientist shouts in shock, and the clipboard cracks in half as they go flying backwards in a nearby bush. Take that, nerd. Good, Bunger, good! The pink one claps. Purple Grumpus climbs out of the bush with grumps. I take that back. This subject is far too violent to participate in testing. I do not need another accident in my lab. They straighten their bow tie, trying to restore dignity. However, I will continue to observe this farcical auction. Okay, the tall blue one's gonna get bungered. Bunger! You decide to speak with actions rather than words. And now for the one in the pink one. Bunger! Bound towards the pink Rumpus at full speed. He actually crouches down and opens his arms as if you're coming in for a hug. You're not. He goes flying into a nearby tent, flipped skywards by your mighty tusks. A predictable result. The purple Grumpus chuckles. Shall I fetch Eggabell for medical assistance? No way! The pink Rumpus marches out of the tent, his head held high even though there's a twig sticking out of his hair. In Bungers, a full body tackle is a sign of affection. That means he chooses me. If you insist. Bigfoot approaches you with determination. Come here, boy. You can tackle Papa whenever you want. I got adopted again. I'm Benjamin. I tried to get Shadlow, but I'm Benjamin. And that's been... I forget the name of this game. Oh, Rebungered? That time I was reincarnated as a Bunger. I hope you enjoyed. 42 minutes. You know what? Nice. Actually, it was 42:20 for like a second. I should have ended it there. But I'm official. I'm official Bunger. I only got eaten once. And I made so many friends. And now I live in the ranch. I tried to get Shadlow. I really did. I just can't find a way to get the ranch sauce around the waterfall. I couldn't do it. Maybe you can try. Befriend Shadlow and then rub it in my face. Even though I have I have what? I have Snorpy. I have did Triffany? No, Triffany tried to eat me. Yeah, that wasn't good. I have Wambus. So, you know, and I got to yeet Filbo, so you know that's an accomplishment, I think. Actually, I don't think that's very hard. Thanks for watching me Bunger. Bunger.